Okay. So do you have experience in Java 8?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with Java 8. Can you tell me how in Java 8 how can I filter a collection using the stream?
Sorry. Yes, using with the stream filter API, there is a method, filter method. In the filter method, whatever the declaration we can give based on the list, we can iterate. If it is
Okay.
say for I need to filter with the letter starts with A, yes, we can denote that in the condition. Yes, using stream dot filter method, we can filter those collections.
Okay. What are the method references which are introduced in Java 8?
Sorry, I couldn't able to get it.
Sorry, what are the method references?
Yes, method references same which is used for the functional interface. We can what to shorten the code. We can. This is the main advantage of this method references. For an example, yes. See, uh, we can have the with the help of object and the method name double dot. We can with the help of we can fetch the value. It's the simplest form for an XML system, or if you need to print out the statement in for each loop, we can system dot out colon print. We can this is shortening the codes. This method references used.
Okay. And apart from methods, can you reference to a constructor?
Sorry.
Can you reference to a constructor while using method references?
Yes, we can reference to static method instead method using the particular object. We can do that,
No,
and we can use. Sorry.
methods in the terms of methods, yes, we can do either it is static or non-static method. But can you do with the same with the constructor as well?
Yes, we can do with the constructor also. With the
How?
help of this turn, yes, we can what we not mention that constructor method like so we can help we can use that constructor in method references also.
Okay, but so in the in the case of method references, in the case of method, we give the method name. So in the case of constructor, what you will give?
So I put in what to fetch the values.
Sorry.
So I could.
So in the case of method, you will in while using the method references, in the case of method, you will give the name of the method after using those double colons. Okay, can you hear me now?
With the class name we can call the those constructors
And
class name call. Yes,
okay, okay, with the new keyword.
yes,
And what is the difference between stream and a parallel stream?
parallel string.
Yeah.
See, the parallel string which is what here about the parallel starting method only. I don't know, I'm not aware of this parallel string.
Okay, no problem. Do you know what is the use of for each method in Java 8?
Use of storage method.
Sorry?
uh, are you asking about the use of storage method in Java?
No, no, not storage method, for each method.
For each method.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
So, yeah, tell me.
See, this for each is what is the same the enhanced loop. Okay, the same concept of the enhanced loop is used for iterating the values. List of values we can use for each loop.
Okay. And what about the lambda expressions? What are the use of lambda expressions in Java 8?
Yes. See, the lambda expression basically used for the implementing the function interface. For this concept is how to declare the lambda expression. We can declare with or without parameters, and inside the curly yes, we can have the statement. Yeah, we can have single statement or multiple statement also in that lambda expression. The mainly the lambda expression is for executing this functional interface methods.
Okay. Okay. Coming to core Java, what is
Yes.
the difference between checked and unchecked exceptions?
Check the exception or at a compile time exception. Okay. The exception you throw at compile time, and what unchecked exception or runtime exception. This is the yes. These are the concept of the
Sorry, I didn't get you.
checked exceptions is during the compile time exception or known as checked exception.
Okay.
Uh, Runtime exception are known as unchecked exception.
Okay. So this null pointer exception, is it a checked exception or runtime unchecked exception?
Yes, this null point exception. Yes, during the compile time we'll get this null point exception.
During the compile time, are you sure?
Yes.
So you mean while
No, no, sorry.
compiling our code, we will get this exception? Hello?
Thing if you hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes. See this null point exception when we'll get when we'll fetch some of the values from database, we'll get null values. During runtime we'll get this exception.
During runtime, okay. Okay.
The
And
compile exception yes.
okay.
The compile time exception are nothing but we'll get something the file not found exception, which is we are known about this compile time exception. It will throw an file not found error like that. It is that will be considered as a what compile time exception. Null point exception, other than some other class not found error exception. These are all the exception.
Okay. Okay. So have you used Spring as well?
Yes.
So how do you handle exceptions while using the Spring or Spring Boot framework?
Yes, while using Spring Boot, we'll declare at exception handler with the help of at exception handler. We can declare the class with the help of annotation. We can have the class with the help of global exception annotation. When the keyword we use the at exception handler, and we can in the value method, in the value will give the value keyword will give the exception class. And in Spring, see nothing but it's normal. Yes, wherever we'll create a custom exception class, and we can call those object in every other class we use in the Spring framework.
Okay.
With the help of annotation, basically in the Spring Boot, with the help of annotation, we'll have this exception. Yes, in Spring Boot we'll use the annotation. In normal Spring framework, normally we'll declare a class, and we can use that exception in every other methods, in every classes.
Okay. Okay. So can you tell me in Java which class contains clone method?
See, object class, the clone method will be there.
And what about this clonable interface? What type of interface it is?
Clonable interface is nothing but the function interface, which are single methods.
Function
Single
interface.
abstract method. Yes.
So what are the characteristics of a function interface?
See, comparator
No, not
interface.
comparator. Clonable. What are the function interfaces first? You tell me.
See, function which are single abstract method. See, comparator interface which are single abstract method.
No, I'm talking about clonable.
Sorry, yes, clonable is nothing but yes, it is like a mocker interface which does not have any methods.
Okay, so if it does not have any.
Yes, sorry, yes, please.
Yeah, if it does not have any method, then what is the use of clonable methods? Clonable interfaces, sorry.
See, by implementing the clonable interface, we can have the clone method. We can use this by implementing the clonable interface. We can use the clone method.
Okay, so can we use this clone method without
Yes.
without implementing clonable interface?
Yes. See, while implementing the clonable method, we need to override that method. It is like a overriding. Without implementation also, we can use that methods, because it, see, the object classes which is declaring not to what not to give it is it is the main of the class, so we can use the clone method to uh,
Okay,
implement.
okay,
If
fine.
we implement the clone method, we need to override that method. It will be like a overriding.
So what type of exception this clone method will throw?
Clone not support exception.
Okay, and why it is in object class, not in interface or anywhere else?
Sorry, I couldn't able to get it.
Why this clone method is in object class rather than in some other classes or clonable interface?
See, if it is in the object class only, we can use this method.
Hmm.
Other time, if it is, if it not in the, for example, if it is in some other, if I'm using the comparator interface, we need to implement those methods. But for the clonable is not required. No? If it is declared in the object class, that's why is the, with the help of object or clone, we can have it. We can use the methods.
Okay. Okay. So, can you tell me what are the ways to create a singleton class?
Yes, sir. See, we can declare the constructor, private constructors, and static methods. Hello,
Static methods. Okay. Methods. So,
static private constructors.
mm,
These are the why you used to have the singleton classes.
okay. So why we declare a constructor as private?
See, if you, the constructor, the main use of this singleton class is when you create only one instance of the for a class.
Yeah.
If we make this a constructor as a private, we can use it in many other classes. No? So if we are restricting the constructor, we not to use in other classes. The private, if we decline the that private keyword, it will be used within the classes.
Okay. And what are the other things you need to do?
Yes, as a static method, I said that returns a type.
Static method. Okay.
Is static method, the return type will be in a singleton classes.
Singleton class. Singleton class.
Yes.
Which
Sorry.
which singleton class?
Singleton which you declare, no? See, I'm declaring the static method.
Okay.
Singleton is
And
class name.
what about the, so in that method what will you do? That method will
In
return instance of that particular singleton class. So in that method, what you will do to achieve that process?
yes, see, I'm declaring the private static on singleton method. Okay, singleton and the method name.
Uh,
Okay, in the, I'm checking whether this object is equal to null. Okay, if equal to null only, I will create that new object. New instance will be created. Otherwise, it will return the same instances.
hmm.
Yes, these are the conditions of return singleton method.
Okay. What is the heap memory in Java and what is the stack memory in Java?
Yes. Heap memory is nothing but whatever the object which is declared with a new keyword, with it will be stored in the heap memory. Okay, and stack memory is nothing but whatever the string which is declared with literals, it will be stored. Sorry, I'm confused about the string memory. Okay, yes. Stack memory is nothing but the methods, values, the method name variables will be stored in the stack memory, in the part of stack memory. Heap memory is nothing but whatever the object which is declared with the new keyword, it will be stored in the heap memory.
Okay. Okay. So
The
in
method is
yeah, yeah, you are saying something.
no, the same thing. Once again I confirm that whatever the methods name local variables which you are declared, it will be stored in the stack memory. Heap memory is something like whatever the declared, yes, the object, whatever the with the new object will be stored in the heap memory.
Okay. So what is a transaction?
What is this transaction?
Transaction. What do you understand by transaction?
Transaction management is asking.
Yeah.
Is we transaction see where we used the transaction and transactional for mainly for banking domain project. We use the transaction keyword, the transaction for later that type of application. We use with the help of EJB transactional method. We use
Yeah.
that we use the annotation.
Okay. Yeah, we use annotation, that is fine, but what do you understand by transaction?
Uh, yes, it is for what the keyword which is to
No, it is not a keyword. Although we use
no, yeah, not
annotation, but I want you to I want you to tell me that what do you understand by transaction?
sorry, I couldn't able to get it.
Okay. So I want you to tell me that what
Transaction
is transaction.
yes. For DB related transaction, we used in JDBC, we use the transaction. Okay, it is a single what single unit of we have that acidity, atomicity, consistency, performance will be in that. This uh, these are the transaction we use for this in GDB and JDBC for the database transaction. We use this transaction keyword.
Okay, okay. So
The acid properties.
it's like a sequence of events. When one event is failed, then all the events will be rollback. So in the banking domain, once you are doing
Commit
the
rollback
transaction,
is
so suppose once you are transferring the money and doing something related to that, so suppose in you have ordered something from an website and you are doing the transaction, I mean you are doing the payment. So suppose payment it fail, though all the things like ordering and everything we rolled back.
yes. The whatever the commit, whatever the rollback, whatever the transaction is done to the database will be handled by the transaction only.
Okay.
The operation will be started this way.
Okay. So coming to JDBC part, not in JDBC but in general, how you are connecting your project to databases.
See, in persistent.xml will build the. See, I'm using the Spring project. I'm working in the Spring project. Uh, as in my working project, I'm saying, okay.
Okay.
In persistent.xml, I will configure the properties of database, data sources properties. Okay, and the database name will be coming, the schema name will be configured. And with the help of JP entities, repository entities, I will declare the JP and repository. I will declare the tables, entity tables. Yes, and the entity tables will be configured in the DDO object, like a Pojo object. Yes, these are the ways to connect to the database.
Okay.
President.xml, we'll use this configure. We'll configure all those data source properties.
Okay. And what are the different design patterns you have used?
Sorry.
Design patterns.
Yes, the Singleton is in pattern. Factory method pattern.
Okay. So can you explain me the factory method design pattern?
Hello. Sorry.
Factory method design pattern.
is see factory method design pattern is actually the best example is JP repository. Okay. For an example, you need to create a multiple instance of these objects. So we'll go for the factory design patterns.
So I think I have done from my side. Do you have any questions?
Yes, the only the